Now, law enforcement experts are weighing in on when it's legal for officers to use deadly force and what comes next during an officer-involved shooting investigation. Isabelle Hanson joining us live tonight from CPD headquarters. Isabelle?
Bob, a former police chief and associate professor of criminal justice tells me there are three main questions to ask about use of force in officer-involved shootings. While he did watch some of that body camera footage we just showed you, he did not want to comment on the specifics of those shootings.
So these are very tense, nerve-wracking situations that are very difficult for officers.
After 28 years in law enforcement, Patrick Oliver, an associate professor of criminal justice at Cedarville University, knows what it's like to be in those situations.
Officers have a very dangerous job, unlike any other job, and they have to make very quick decisions based on limited information.
When officers consider how to respond, Oliver tells me there are three main questions to ask. What's the severity of the crime? Does the suspect put the lives of officers or others at risk? And is the person actively trying to resist arrest?
So the Columbus Division of Police has annual training on use of force, and that training is what guides their response to resistance being offered by members of the community.
CPD's policy closely matches Oliver's three questions. It includes that deadly use of force can be used to prevent someone from getting away if there's a reason to believe they'll hurt someone. Also, if officers feel they need to protect themselves or others from death or serious injury.
So officers have to look at the totality of circumstances to determine what type of force will be used and the severity of that force.
As BCI looks into the three recent officer-involved shootings in Columbus, I asked Oliver what he has to say to community members.
Yeah, it can be difficult, but please try not to rush to judgment. Allow the investigative agencies to do their work. Try not to prejudge it. Allow them to conduct a complete and thorough investigation, produce those results, and then it's open for criticism.
Columbus Police Chief Bryant tells us the officers involved in Saturday and this morning's shootings are not working while BCI investigates. The officer who fired one shot and did not hit anyone on August 22nd is currently on administrative assignment. Live on your side, I'm Isabelle Hanson, Fox 28 News.